Welcome back to Futbol Mundial, ladies and gentlemen, where today I'm once again joined by the man who sometimes sticks on sunglasses, puts something silly on his head and makes very stupid predictions.
Yes.
It's Michael McCubbin.
They've been all right recently, though. But anyway, today we are taking a trip to Lebanon, taking a look inside of Barcelona's finances, giving you the latest on the River Plate Boca Juniors madness, because it really is going absolutely nuts, plus much more. You do not want to miss this one. We begin in Paris, where the transfer gods have been shining down on this week.
Yes, that's because new rumours have linked PSG with David De Gea, whose contract runs out at Man United next summer.
Yes, if the Spanish stopper doesn't sign a new deal before January, Les Parisiens will be able to negotiate a pre-contract with him, although United will be able to extend the Octopus's contract an extra year, meaning the chance of him leaving on a free is very unlikely.
Good God. But if De Gea does make the trip across the channel, it is understood he would get paid £300,000 a week, which would make him the world's highest earning keeper.
That is big.
That's £275,000 more than Oblak.
That's crazy, isn't it? That is really nuts.
Ridiculous.
What do you think of this? Can you see De Gea joining Neymar and Mbappe and taking over from Buffon? Let us know in the poll.
The football world was treated to some sad but hopeful news yesterday as Gianluca Viale revealed why he hasn't been in the public eye much in the last 12 months.
Yes, the former Chelsea and Juventus star who won the Champions League with the old lady released a statement explaining that he has actually been battling cancer over the last year.
The 54-year-old is in good spirits though and says he's feeling very well now and has regained his beastly physique. However, he has suggested that the battle is not completely over, saying that I still have no certainty of how this match will end.
He also revealed he will talk more about his experience with cancer in a new book he is publishing and hopes his story can help inspire others in a similar situation.
Classy stuff, Gianluca. We wish you the best with your ongoing battle.
Now it's time for Out of Our League, and thanks to Jad Haydar's suggestion, we are heading over to Lebanon this week.
Undoubtedly one of the most obscure leagues we've ever covered on this show, but it is high on drama this season, with the division's two top clubs currently tied on points and goal difference.
Ooh, exciting stuff. The Lebanese Football League, as it's very imaginatively named, was established all the way back in 1933. That makes it 30 years older than the Bundesliga and just 4 years younger than La Liga.
In that time, the competition has almost exclusively been dominated by teams from Beirut. Not surprising, given over a third of the country's population live in the capital, while fan culture has been strongly defined by religious and political sects.
Yes, this has driven a lot of less radical supporters to follow European clubs instead, especially after the events of 2005 when former Prime Minister Rafik al-Hariri was assassinated.
Good God. The politician had also been the owner of Ansar and Nejmeh, two of the country's biggest clubs, and the assassination eventually led to authorities to impose a behind closed doors policy on the entire league.
Wow.
A stadium ban which would last until 2012.
Absolutely nuts. Attendances have recovered a bit since then, but there are fears that domestic football culture is in steep decline. But it has been a very exciting season so far.
As well as the tight two-horse title race, Safa, who won the title in 2016, are currently winless and bottom of the table after 8 games.
Ooh, doesn't look good for them, does it? But where should we visit next week? Let us know with the hashtag #OutOfYourLeague. And any fans in Lebanon, what do you think about the state of football in the country? Let us know in the comments below.
Over to Spain now, where Barcelona's wage structure has come under great scrutiny in the past week.
It has indeed. According to the latest Global Sports Salary Survey, Barca players earn on average over £10 million a year, which is by far the biggest bill of any sports club in the world.
Not overly surprising given Messi's near £1 million a week deal, and another eye-catching find is the wage bill of Juventus, which is somehow bigger than Man United's.
Thought that would be impossible. Considering Ashley Young earns nearly double what Dybala does, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? However, Ronaldo really does earn that much.
CR7's €30 million a year deal in Turin has clearly bumped up the average considerably. But how do you think this will affect Juve's future transfer dealings? Let us know in the comments below.
Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you may have noticed some crazy shit going down in Buenos Aires on the weekend.
Well, you can
Really?
definitely say that. That's because the final of the Copa Libertadores between South America's greatest rivals, River and Boca, had to be postponed not once, but twice, due to frankly disgraceful fan violence.
Yeah, take a look at some of this. River Plate Ultras showered the Boca team bus with missiles, with Pablo Perez and Gonzalo Lamardo both getting glass in their eye.
There have also been allegations of thugs stealing tickets from legitimate fans, which has led to the idea of playing the game behind closed doors, which would be a sad case if so.
Very sad case. A big, big shame if that does happen. And get this, yesterday, Horacio Rodriguez Larreta, the mayor of Buenos Aires, claimed that the commotion had been orchestrated by the mafia as an act of revenge.
This so-called mafia are the Barra Brava, an extreme sect of River Plate fans who have been operating for over 50 years.
Wow, and the day before the scheduled second leg, one of their leaders' houses was raided with the equivalent of, get this, over £200,000 plus 300 match tickets being confiscated by the police.
If this
Big
is
job.
true, it is absolutely nuts. But at least the woman who was filmed strapping flares to a child has been arrested.
Yeah,
And it's all been going off.
It has been, it really has. It's one story after the other. And there could actually be good at the end of all this though. Genoa have offered to host the final due to their shared history, because immigrants from the Italian city actually helped to found both clubs over 100 years ago.
Learn something new every day. Yeah. They've also said it would be a positive for the people of Genoa who suffered the tragedy of the Morandi Bridge collapse in the summer.
Personally, I think that's a great idea. Like, just bring this all
Fantastic.
to a nice end. But what do you guys reckon? And of course, if you are in Buenos Aires, please stay safe and let us know your thoughts on the situation.
We finish up with one to watch, and thanks to Rui Pereira's suggestion, we're looking at Porto's Otavio.
Yes, the Brazilian turns 24 in February, so he's hardly new on the scene. However, 2018-19 has definitely been his breakout season in the blue and white stripes after injuries disrupted his progress last term.
Otavio originally came through the ranks at Internacional, where he made his professional debut at just 17 years old. Not too bad. And has been in Portugal since 2014.
He is a versatile forward, mainly playing on the right this season, and despite being limited to minutes off the bench in the last month, has been absolutely lethal. Against Maritimo a few weeks back, he came on after 67 minutes with the scores tied at 0-0, and within 7 minutes, he'd scored and assisted to make it 2-0. Hero.
Yeah, and he repeated the trick a week later, firing in the winner against Braga after coming on with less than half an hour to go.
Oh, this guy is on hot
Impact man.
form. Absolutely. He's also on fire in the Champions League, smashing home an unbelievable curler against Lokomotiv Moscow in the last round of fixtures.
With any luck, he'll be starting against Schalke tomorrow night, as his side looks to secure top spot in Group D. But who should we cover next week on One to Watch? Let us know using the hashtag Michael McCubbin.
You said it already. It's on screen.
Oh, One to Watch. So that's the end of Futbol Mundial for yet another week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if we've missed any stories, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you're hitting us up on Instagram. The handles are right here, right now. And Michael.
Right here, right now.
What should these lovely people at home be doing now?
Well, right here, right now, you should be heading over to FDFC and giving us a subscribe over there if you haven't already, because lots of content is going up there this season, and good content as well. We've had the bucket list on the weekend with two of the Premier League's rising stars. And we've also got things like non-league vlogs, which came out last week, and another big one coming up soon as well. So go and check that out. 7's coming out soon as well. So is that
tomorrow? Some may say.
So yeah, go and check that out. Go give us some love on FDFC. As always, see you next time. Give us a like on this video as well if you liked it. Why not?